So now I'm going to walk you through how to create a hot list ad, which is going to be promoting a group of properties using the Facebook Messenger campaign type. So this is going to allow us to connect with people directly through Facebook Messenger when they click on our ad. So the first thing I'm going to do is scroll over to Ads Manager on the left-hand side. And now I'm going to click on this big green Create button. And for the campaign objective, I'm going to select Messages. So this is going to allow us to engage with people instantly on Messenger once they respond to our ad. I'm going to click Continue. So now we're going to name our campaign, and I'm going to say Detached Hot List. So for this campaign, what I'm going to be offering people is a list of detached homes under $1 million. And the idea is $1 million is pretty much the entry price for most detached homes in my market in the Greater Toronto area. So to find a detached home under $1 million is rare, and they're few and far between. That's going to be the hook that's going to really attract people. So we need to select that this is a special ad category, just like any other real estate related ad. And then in the drop down, we're going to select housing. And then we're going to scroll down. You can leave all these on their default settings and click on Next on the bottom right. So we're going to name our ad set. I'm just going to call it the same thing. So now we select our message destination. So this is where you want to send people to message your business. So there's 3 options: Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp Business, and Instagram Direct. Facebook Messenger is going to have the widest audience, so just keep that as is. Scroll down. Now for our daily budget, I'm going to say $10 a day. It's going to start immediately. I'm not going to designate an end date. And now we have to create the geographical location where our ads are going to be shown. So we need to click Edit under Locations. It's defaulted to all of Canada. If you're in the US, it will probably be defaulted to all of the US. I'm going to X this out, and I'm just going to type in Toronto. So by default, it's a 15-mile radius. That's the smallest radius we can select, so that's good. And now I'm going to scroll down to the detailed targeting. And again, make sure you don't miss this part. It's crucial because right now we're going to be showing our ads to 3.4 million people, which is way too broad. We have no idea if these people are interested in real estate. So you need to make sure that you don't miss this step. It's really, really crucial. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to find the exact category that this type of ad is going to relate to, which is people interested in single family detached homes. So we still have a potential reach of 670,000 people, which is a lot. And we know that these people are interested specifically in the types of properties we're going to be promoting. So this is more of a niche style ad, but because we still have a wide enough reach, we're going to get enough volume of leads. There's enough people that we can expose our ad to. So it's sort of like the best of both worlds. And then we're going to click Narrow Audience. And now I'm just going to select people that are interested in mortgages. So mortgage loans, mortgage broker, and mortgage calculator. So again, narrowing is very powerful because people have to fit in both of these buckets. They have to like pages related to single family detached homes, and they also have to like at least one of these: mortgage broker, mortgage calculator, or mortgage loans. So this will really help narrow things down where we're putting our ad in front of the right audience. So our potential reach is 470,000 people. It's not too broad, it's not too specific. We're right in the middle. So now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to edit the placements. So again, you always want to change this from automatic to manual. So I'm going to select manual. And what I'm going to do here is deselect most of these and only keep the ones that are most effective. So I'm going to deselect Facebook Marketplace, Instagram Explorer, Stories, Search, and In Article. So the only ones we have selected here are Facebook Newsfeed and Instagram Feed. These are the most effective by far. So I'm going to scroll down. Optimization and delivery, I'm going to keep at the default mode so that Facebook will automate how my budget is being spent to get me the best value for my bids. Now I'm going to click on next on the bottom right. So I'm going to name my ad. I'm just going to keep the same name. And now I'm going to select my business page. And then I'm going to scroll down to the ad setup. We're going to have a single image ad for this one. And now down to the ad creative, I'm going to click on add media and add image. And for this one, I'm going to find a traditional single family home that fits with this ad. Whatever you're promoting, you want to make sure the photo is truly representative of the message. You don't want to just use generic cookie cutter stock photography. So this is actually a home that I sold. So make sure you have the rights to use the photo. And it's a traditional home that's been nicely staged. So this is going to be very fitting for this type of ad. Now I'm going to scroll down to the primary text and I'm going to say detached home hot list under 1 million exclamation point. And then I'm going to click on this little emoji here to add some fire emojis because this is a hot list. So I'm going to put one here and then copy it and put one at the beginning. And then under headline, I'm just going to say click send message to learn more. Again, you're holding people's hand. You're telling them exactly what to do. That's what makes the most effective ads. Don't assume people know what button to push or what to do. You have to spell it out for them. And then I'm going to add an emoji here with the little pointy finger. I'm just going to copy it from here and paste it. And this is just helping to direct people to the button. And then in the description, I'm just going to leave that blank. You can add a little bit more text if you want. And then the call to action, the button is going to say send message. So we're offering something very simple, very compelling. We have an attractive photo. We're talking about an opportunity, detached home hot list under 1 million, which is less than the average entry price point for these types of homes. And then we're telling them exactly what to do to learn more. Click send message to learn more. Here's a little pointy finger. So there's no confusion. You're laying it out for people as simply as possible. You want to create your ads to be as simple as possible that even a 4-year-old could understand what to do. Simple is always best. Don't try and be overly creative with your words or write very eloquent text. Just keep it simple, make it punchy, and create something compelling with emotion and enthusiasm. So now if we scroll down, we have 3 options: start conversations, generate leads, and advanced setup. Start conversations will suggest prompts for people to tap to encourage conversations. So it'll prompt them to ask questions like, I'm interested, can you tell me more? Can I speak to an agent? Are there any new properties available? But what we want to do and what's more effective is select generate leads, because then we can create an entire dialogue. So we can actually create a sequence of questions and actually provide multiple choice answers. This is what's known as a message bot. So I'm going to click on generate leads, and then I'm going to select create chat. So the first thing it's going to say when somebody clicks on message, it's going to say, "Hi Jason, please answer a few questions so we can get to know you better." So it's going to automatically fill in their first name based on their Facebook profile. And then we're just going to create our questions. So the first question we're going to say is, "Are you planning to buy a home in the next 12 months?" This is a strong qualifying question because for me personally, if someone's not looking to buy or sell within 12 months, I don't really consider them a lead. Now that's obviously a personal business decision. Use whatever fits your business. But for me, I want to know this up front right away. Now we're going to create the answer options. So it's a yes or no answer. The first answer is yes. The second answer is no. And if they say yes, it's going to ask the next question in the sequence. If they say no, it's going to put them into the disqualification bucket. And the disqualification bucket is basically going to politely end the conversation and say, "I don't think we're the right fit at this time. Thank you for your interest." So it doesn't waste time, and it just kind of stops the conversation because this person is not looking to buy within the next year. So if they select yes, it's going to prompt the next question. So I'm actually going to just click this little garbage can to delete this question, "What city do you live in?" And I'm going to click on add question and then select custom question. So we're selecting custom questions for everything. So the next question is going to be, "Are you currently working with an agent?" This is another yes or no question. So I'm going to click on add options, and the first option is going to be yes, and the next option is going to be no. So for this one, if they answer yes, I'm going to disqualify them because I personally don't want to bother with leads that already have an agent that they're working with. Obviously, it depends on whether that agent's under contract and how committed they are. But again, just for me personally, I would rather focus on the clean opportunities where there's no other agent in the mix. So if they answer yes, it's going to disqualify them as well. If they answer no, it's going to lead to the next question. So then I'm going to click on add question, custom question, and now I'm going to say, "Have you been pre-approved for a mortgage?" And regardless of what they answer, I'm going to continue with my questions, but this is just really helpful to know, just to see how serious and proactive they are. So I'm going to select yes as my first option, and then add option, no. And then either way, it's going to lead to the next question, regardless of what they answer. So then I'm going to click on add question again, custom question. And now I'm going to say, "What type of home are you looking for?" Now, even though they responded to a detached ad, I just want to confirm. Sometimes people will respond to one type of ad, but they're actually more interested in another type of property. So now I'm going to add 3 options. I'm going to click on add option for the first one, and I'm going to say detached, and then click on add option and say semi-detached, and then add option and say condo, and then I'm going to add a 4th one that's going to be investment. So regardless of what they answer, it's going to lead into the next question, but this is just good intel for me to know, obviously, where they're at and what they're looking for. Then I'm going to click on Add Question, Custom Question, and now I'm going to say, what price range are you looking in? And then I'm going to click on Add Option, and I'm going to say 500K to 700K, and then Add Option, 700K to 900K, Add Option, 900K to 1.3 million, and then Add Option, 1.3 million plus, just to get a sense of their price point. And again, regardless of what they answer, it's just going to continue into the next question. I'm just going to space these out. So then I'm going to click on Add Question again, Custom Question. Would you like to receive a hot list of daily properties that meet your criteria? And then I'm going to add a yes or no option. Yes or no. So this is just helpful to kind of determine who's really motivated, because in my opinion, most serious buyers would be interested in this kind of thing. But even if they say no, you don't want to rule them out. It's just another value add and way that you can kind of gauge somebody's seriousness and motivation level. So regardless of what they say, I'm going to advance to the next question. I'm going to click Add Question. And here, I'm going to go in for the kill and ask for their contact details. So the first thing I'm going to ask for is their email. So I'm just going to click on email, and it's just going to populate the default message. What is your email address? And then click on Add Question. And now I'm going to select phone number, and it's just going to say, what is your phone number? And then that's going to be the end of my questionnaire. And at the end, it's going to prompt them with a completion message and say, thanks for answering our questions. We'll contact you to let you know what happens next. Now you can customize this. You can just fill in this box. I'm just going to leave it for now. And the disqualification message for people that said they're not looking to buy within 12 months or they're working with a realtor, it'll simply say, thanks for your interest, but it doesn't look like we're a good fit at this time. And again, you can customize that. I'm just going to leave that as is for now. And then we have to enter our privacy policy. So I'm actually just going to scroll down. So now I'm going to pull up my IDX website, and I'm just going to scroll down to my template privacy policy, click on privacy policy down here, and I'm just going to copy the link at the top and paste it in here, just so that we're compliant with the privacy policy rules. And then if we want to preview this, I can click Preview in Messenger. And then if I pull up another instance of Facebook and click on Messenger, here you go. Hi Jason, please answer a few questions so we can get to know you better. Are you planning to buy a home in the next 12 months? Yes. Are you currently working with an agent? No. Have you been pre-approved for a mortgage? Yes. What type of home are you looking for? Detached, semi-detached, condo, or investment? semi-detached. What price range are you looking in? 500 to 700, 700 to 900, 900 to 1.3, or 1.3 million plus, 900 to 1.3. Would you like to receive a hot list of daily properties that meet your criteria? Yes. What's your email address? So for this, their email address will automatically populate, so they just have to click it. And then same for their phone number. Whatever phone number they've provided to Facebook will automatically be inputted, so they just have to select it. And then it's going to say, thanks for answering our questions. We'll contact you to let you know what happens next. So there you go. That's what the automated question sequence will look like. So now I'm going to go back to my ads manager and I'm going to click on save and finish. So I'm going to click finish, and then I can always reuse this down the line. So you can see here, use existing. This has been saved under automated chat, or I can create a new one. So I can recycle this for the next campaign. And then I'm going to scroll down. Don't worry about conversion tracking. This is more advanced. I'm going to cover this later. And then we can preview what our ad looks like here on Facebook and Instagram. If I click on the Facebook feeds on these three little dots and click on expand, I can see the mobile version. And if I drop down here, I can see the desktop news feed. Detached home hot list under 1 million. Click send message to learn more. Very simple, very compelling. And the key is we're targeting people who are specifically interested in single-family detached homes in the Toronto area and who are also interested in mortgages. So once you're done, you're just going to hit publish. There you go. That's how you create a hot list ad using Facebook Messenger to create an automated series of messages to pre-qualify your leads and trigger a conversation. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through how to create a pre-construction ad.